Good morning, comic fans. Let me get this mask off. It is Wednesday. You are with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tappan Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. And as I say, it's Wednesday, May the 6th, and that makes it New Comic Book Day, but it is a very small comic book day because this comic book day we only have new DC comics going on, and that's okay. We'll take what we can get for a little while. But there's a lot of things happening. We've reopened for business, and we have a big sale going on. And we're just 2 weeks into this first partial new comic book day experience that we're having right now. And I say that it's a partial because, well, I'll get to that in a minute. But this week, for the second straight week, we have DC comic books courtesy of one of DC's two mini, as in tiny, and temporary distributors. And why temporary? Well, we wanted to have comic books for our customers. The only new comic books that were available were comic books that came through these two distributors that DC Comics set up. So we will have those comic books through them this week and next week and the week after that. And then we will be back to our normal shipments with Diamond. How are we doing, Rayvon? Good to see you this morning. Hello. And today is New Comic Book Day, even though it's a very truncated, small New Comic Book Day, and they're going to get bigger as we go forward. We just got new information about some new scheduling from Marvel and Diamond Comic Distributors. And hey, Billy Martin, how you doing today? Good to see you, my friend. And by the way, speaking of Billy and a few others, I want to say thank you to our patrons, Billy Martin, and I hope I don't butcher your name, Brad Wojciech. I hope I got that right. And also Wolf Larryson. Thank you all very much. Your support of our channel goes a long way in helping us to expand and improve on our YouTube channel and our website and our store. So you're greatly appreciated. And those of you who are getting the platinum level, and that means you're getting your pusher packs, your platinum pusher packs. And Billy, we have yours ready for you whenever you want to come in and pick it up, and we'll have yours out as soon as we can, Brad. And I want to thank you very much for becoming platinum members of patrons for us. We appreciate that very much. Good morning, Steve Fisher. How are you today? Good to see you. So I was just telling everybody, it is New Comic Book Day, even though it's a very truncated comic book day, because we're just getting, the only new comics we have is DC comic books. These distributors that DC is going through right now are very small, and we only plan on going with them temporarily. We really wanted to get something for our customers, but there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes here, and we're not going to go long term with these distributors because of many reasons. One of which is that the main reason is it's just too much extra work. When you have multiple distributors, it's kind of ironic. I'll stop and tell you this. It's kind of ironic because for years we've all wanted, as retailers, as comic book retailers, to have many different distributors again, because we're down to one, and that's a whole nother story. Some of you may know it, some of you don't, but we only have one major distributor. And now DC Comics, in this time of the pandemic, has picked up a couple other distributors to use. We're using them temporarily, but after that, we're back with Diamond because it's just too much extra work to try to go through multiple distributors. Those of you who know us here, we have a pretty large store, but it's just Dolly and I and a couple of people that help us out on occasion. And it's a lot to take care of. And adding a whole extra distributor to do comic book, I mean, it literally, even though it's just DC Comics, would literally double our workload. And for ordering comic books, processing the comic books, taking care of damages and returns and all of that stuff. It's a lot of extra work. Good morning, Eric. Good to see you today. Oh, by the way, we have a new feature, and that new feature, a weekly small channel shout out. And this week we're going to feature a new one called Jimbo's Toy Mention. Like toys from another dimension. So Jimbo's Toy Mention, shout out to you guys, please. I think he just hit 100 subscribers because I think we became his 100th subscriber. So guys, go check him out and support your small YouTube channel people who are trying to grow. He covers toys, obviously, and it's a lot of fun. So I was talking about the way comics are getting distributed now, and we're only temporarily going with these guys because it is a lot of extra work. So we also found out I found out because Marvel says it sent out letters to retailers. Okay. I didn't get one. I don't know what happened there. We don't often get these really important news information letters from Diamond either, even though we've asked them multiple times. So if you're listening, Diamond, hey, mail@comicsclub.com. You have it. We get your other emails. So we'd love to get these important letters, especially like from Marvel. If you're listening, Marvel, we would like to get those letters. But I got the information from Newsarama, from an article in Newsarama. And the headline reads that Marvel is to resume new comic releases on May 27th. Now, up until now, we thought new comics were coming out on May 20th for Marvel, but it turns out that has changed to May 27th. The article reads that Marvel has outlined its plans of resuming shipping weekly comic books following an extended break due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Marvel will begin releasing new titles starting May 27th. With what it calls a balanced release schedule. I got a call from Marvel just yesterday, I believe, and I spoke to a very lovely lady, and she were contacting all the comic shops to find out what their status was and if we're ready for ordering, et cetera, et cetera. And we told her, yeah, we're chomping at the bits. We can't wait. So they are going to take a slow approach. So what's going to happen is that they're going to send out new comic books one week, and then the next week there won't be new comic books. There'll be trade paperbacks and graphic novels. The week after that we'll be getting comics again. After that, trade paperbacks and graphic novels. The next week, comics. It's going to be staggered like that throughout. And there's also going to be a new previews catalog. That's the catalog that Diamond Comics Distributors uses to tell everybody about all the new stuff that will be coming out. Yes, our store, I should tell you that right off the bat, we are open again. We opened on Monday. We have a big sale going on. We are back to our normal hours. We are observing social distancing. If you're wondering what this is around my face, it is a mask. My wife makes them. It's a non-surgical mask. We will be wearing them in the store. We've marked off social distancing lines so everybody knows where to be. We are asking people to please wear a mask. It's for all of our protections. So we hope to see you guys in there soon. And because of the situation with the new comic books and the comic books that were on the shelves before we had to shut down, for the first time in the history of the Comics Club, all of our new comic books on the shelf that are out there on the newsstand right now, 50% off. And we've never done that before, and that's going to extend all the way to May 16th. And there's some reasons behind the scenes why we're doing this, because they're making these comic books returnable, which is not the normal case unless there's some special circumstances. But they're making all of these returnable for us. And the time and effort that it takes to do that, it would be better for us to try to sell them to our fans out there at just half price and our customers, and they'll be, getting a great deal off of that. We decided also to throw in back issue comic books. How you doing, poor Mike? We're good to see you this morning. We're also having all of our regular back issues out on the floor, also at half price until the 16th. So these are some amazing discounts that everybody can take advantage of at the Comics Club. Also, part of the sale is that trade paperbacks and graphic novels will be 20% off for everybody. We always have that for our subscribers and discount club members, but everybody can get 20% off trade paperbacks and graphic novels now through the 16th at the Comics Club. New comic books at 50% off. After that, Monday the 18th, we will go back to our normal prices on everything, and we're going to be getting a lot of new comic books on the 20th, but not Marvel. Marvel is going to wait until the 27th, and Marvel has said to us that these are the comics that will be coming out. Now, on May 27th, we'll be getting our first shipment of Marvel comics in a couple of months, but it's only a few. We're going to get Amazing Spider-Man number 43, Avengers 33, Marauders number 10, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 1, and Venom number 25. And so those are the ones that will be coming on the 27th. We will be having DC comic books each week, a small amount every week. So we will have new comic books on Wednesdays all the way going forward at this point. Are we doing a second Saturday Super Sidewalk sale this weekend? It is my intention, yes, to do the second Saturday Super Sidewalk sale out front. We're going to ask people just like that, just like we do inside, please keep your social distancing. It should be fairly easy to do. You might have to wait a couple of minutes. We're limiting to 10 people inside the store, but unless it's a busy Saturday, that shouldn't be a problem. And I'm sure no one will have to wait too long outside to get inside. So yes, that is going to be happening. We are going to do that sidewalk sale this weekend. Thank you very much for asking. And don't forget, guys, we have our drawing today, the prize drawing for the winner for April. We'll be doing a little bit, and I have a different feature to show you how we're going to do that today. So on June 3rd, we'll be getting a bunch of trade paperbacks and graphic novels from Marvel. I don't know what all ones we have ordered at this point, but then the following week, June the 10th, we will have Black Cat number 11. Hello, Superior Heroes. Good to see you this morning. Black Cat number 11, Daredevil number 20, Deadpool number 5, Excalibur number 10, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 17, and New Mutants number 10. And that's on June the 10th. So we'll be getting those then. The following week, we're back to trade paperbacks and graphic novels on June 17th. But on Wednesday, June 24th, we get some comics and trade paperbacks and graphic novels. And June the 24th, you're getting 2020 Rescue number 2, Captain America Marvel Snapshot number 1, Empire number 0, Avengers, Immortal Hulk 34, Iron Man 2020 number 4, Fluorescent, Spider-Ham number 5, Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 3, and Thor number 5, and then some more trade paperbacks and graphic novels. They have extended what they're going to be doing all the way into July. So July 1st, again, we're back to trade paperbacks and graphic novels. But by then, good morning, Michael Connor. How are you this morning? By July 8th, we're going to get quite a few that week, including trade paperbacks and graphic novels. So the comic books that we're getting will be Black Panther and the Agents of Wakanda number 8, Doctor Strange number 5, Empire 0, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider number 7, Marvel's X number 4, Strange Academy number 2, X-Force number 10, X-Men God Loves Man-Kill Extended Cut number 1. Those will all be coming from Marvel starting on the 27th, and every week back and forth we'll be doing different things. Yes, Billy, great to hear some good news at last. So that's what's happening with Marvel. And Marvel says it will be giving us more information as time goes by. So that's the Marvel news we have for you today. Our April prize drawing, we have a little bit different way to do it today. So let me see, I've practiced this. I'll see if I can get it right. So everybody who left a comment in our April live Good Morning Comic Book Fans shows, you got a drawing for each one you did each week. One entry per person. You can leave more comments than that, but you get one entry per person each week. So let me see if I can get this right. All right. Here is the wheel. And if anybody is out there interested in these wheels, you see it is by wheelofnames.com. And on there, you can see that I have all the names of the people who left comments. And some of you left more than one, which gave you more than one entry. So if you left it on the April, any one of the weeks, you got an entry. So a couple of you are in there multiple times because you left them for multiple videos. So right before I get into that, though, right before we do this spin, I want to remind everybody we have a new feature. And that new feature is our weekly small channel shout out. And this week's shout out goes to Jimbo's Toy Mention. And this gentleman is up to 100 subscribers, and he covers toys. I don't know him personally, but he reached out to me through Facebook and asked if I would subscribe to his channel. And I'm doing him one better. I'm going to help promote his comic book, not his toy videos for you. So go check him out, Jimbo's Toy Mention, and we hope he does well there. So let's get to the prize. Are you guys ready to spin? Let's shuffle it up. We'll shuffle it up 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and now we'll give it a spin and see what happens. Like I say, I'm new to this, so hopefully, and here it comes. We'll see who our winner is. Our winner is last 8810, and congratulations. You know, I think you won before. I think you have, and I recognize that name. You are local, so you have won. And what you have won? What have you won? You have won. Let me get back to our normal screen. Get this out of here. Close that. Back to my normal screen. There we are. So what you have won is the Stephen King Dark Tower Fall of Gilead hardcover, brand new, still in the shrink wrap, and Golden Age Marvel Comics, Marvel Masterworks trade paperback for you. And so this month's prize will be for May, Star Wars Dark Forces hardcover, Soldier for the Empire. That Soldier for the Empire, yeah. And then we have Matt Wagner, it's Trinity. So you got Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman story. And that is the prize for May. So all you have to do after the show is leave a comment down below, and we'll enter you into the drawing, and you can get entered in one comment per person. Well, you can do many comments, but one will get you an entry. So there we have that. All right, guys. So we got that spinner. Did you like that new way I did that? I think the first time I saw that was Comic Jabroni. And I was like, man, I'd like to try to do that. So I practiced up yesterday, and I figured out how to do it. So that's how we'll be doing it in the future. Get all you guys in there. So let's see here. I told you about the half-off comic books and our shelves. All the new comic books on our shelves through the 16th are half price. Regular back issues out on the floor, half price. Trade paperbacks and graphic novels, 20% off to everybody. And let's see here. With all these discounts, what do you think, Mr. Happy? What should we give a discount for the secret word? Because the secret word is back this week. So what should we do, Mr. Happy? What do you think? How about, I'll tell you what, let's do pop vinyls. Let's go 20% off of pop vinyls. Not just the Sith. May the 6th. May the Sith be with you. So not just this cool one. This is a pretty cool one. I like it. But also any of them, any of the pop vinyls we have in stock. If you know the secret word, 20% off of them. And Mr. Happy, were you ready? Ready to give him the secret word? All right, Mr. Happy is practicing his social distancing as well. And it's open. The word is open, just like we are now. We are open. Thank you so much, Mr. Happy. Okay, Mr. Happy, don't be a ham. Get out of here. All right, thank you so much. And so that's the secret word. You come in, you tell the secret word when you're checking out, you get 20% off any pop vinyls you want to buy. And let's see here. How about something special? For the first person who comes in who's interested in this, if you tell us the secret word, this is a Venomate from Free Comic Book Day in 2018. And it's normally $20, but how about the first person who's interested in this that makes it through the door and tells us the secret word, which is open, we'll get this at, well, let's see, half off would be $10. What do you say? Let's go $8. $8 for this wonderful Batwing and Batgirl, Nightwing and Batwing and Batgirl vinyl figures from Venomates. So there you go. What are we saying here? Let's see here. You like the spinner, Billy? Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Anybody else show up in the? If you left a comment and you didn't see your name in the spinner, let me know. But I think I covered everybody. We appreciate that, Mike. We try to give you great deals. So, the thing about somebody asked me about the distributor situation and the reason why we decided to get these Marvels, because a lot of people didn't like the idea, and you know what, we don't like the idea of going long term with them because it's very disruptive. At this point, it's better not to have multiple distributors go through because we're already dealing with so much. And you may have heard that DC Comics is going to make its comic books available on Tuesday. Well, that throws yet another wrench into things, and it's disruptive, and we wish DC would not do this. But at the Comics Club, once we're back to normal, which normal will be as normal as can be on the 20th of May, we will be continuing with Diamond Comic Distributors. And therefore, because of the way we process comic books and the way we deal with comic books, Dolly and I here in the store, it takes a lot of time and effort to get all of it done, to get it ready for the floor, to get it ready for our subscribers and our mail order customers. And therefore, New Comic Book Day will remain Wednesday for all comic books, and that's including DC comic books. Okay, so if you hear on the news or someplace else that DC Comics are available on Tuesday, please don't come in on Tuesday asking for DC Comics, because we're going to tell you to come back tomorrow. that is going to be the new comic book day for us, and we're hoping that the rest of the industry also follows suit. If other comic shops want to do their DC Comics on Tuesday, more power to them. I wish them no ill, but it's just too much extra time and effort for us to do that. So I need a haircut. But I haven't been able to get one like so many people. So as much as we would like to be able to do that for everybody, it's just going to be too much extra time and effort. And Dolly and I already have our hands full, and I hope you understand that. And we appreciate your cooperation in that. I don't like telling customers no, but unfortunately, Wednesday's traditional New Comic Book Day, and we're going to keep that. It's part of a lot of people's schedules. Wednesday's their Happy New Comic Book Day, and they're going to keep it that way here at the Comics Club. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to email us, mail@comicsclub.com. And by the way, Marvel, if you're listening, we didn't get that special letter you sent out to all the retailers, mail@comicsclub.com. We would love to be on that list to get those letters from you guys. So we've given you the secret word. We've told you about the new May prizes that will be going out. We said thank you to our patrons, and we appreciate that very much that you became patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, support the Comics Club and the Comic Book Pusher shows, you can do that on Patreon. You go there. We have different levels that you can go on. The highest level one is for platinum membership. It gives you a monthly pack of comic books that we send to you. And even though it's only $25 to be a platinum pusher pal, we give you a pack of comics that are worth at least $40 or more. So it's a good deal for you. You can't lose out on it. How we doing, Rod? How we doing? Hey, Rod, I haven't talked to you in a while. I haven't been able to get over to your show. We've been so swamped. If you guys haven't seen Just a Rican and his comics, go to his channel and check it out. And also Poor Mike. Poor Mike is another one you guys should be checking out. If you haven't seen this stuff, please do. I was told that there was something that I could do. I could put in the chat. I don't know. Is anybody at their computer right now? Are you there, Micah? Are you at work? Are you Just a Rican? Are you Rod? Are you at work, or are you at your computer? Because I just put a link in the chat. You did we did like a Pictionary last night. Okay, that sounds like fun, Rod. That sounds like last night we watched Bad Boys 3. That was a violent show that was. Oh my God. Working. Well, people, now that I understand how to invite you into the show, if you have any time on a Wednesday morning and you'd like to join the Comic Book Pusher on the show, if you got your own YouTube channel, remind me to put that link in there, and I'll see if I can figure out how to do it from there. So, spraying lawns. That sounds like an interesting thing. Are you, the Pictionary game? Yeah, I've never played that Pictionary game. Although maybe I did years ago. That game's been around a long time. And, my mask. We're wearing a mask in the store when customers are in. So I know I haven't played that in a while, but I think that game's a fun game as I remember. So there's a lot of games like that. So I may have played that one or something similar to it. You're trying to draw a picture or something and guess what the hell that is that the people are trying to draw there. It was hilarious. I bet it was. Were you playing it on your show, Rod? Or were you playing it at home? Were you doing Pictionary on your show? You're apparently essential. Mr. Connor. Yeah, well, you know what? One of the good things about that is you got to keep your job. So many of us, the Comics Club went, 40 days shut without normal sales, and that was not a good thing for us. And we're still waiting to see something from the government. The PPP. You've probably heard of the PPP loans. Oh, you're on the show last night, man. I would have loved to do that, Rod. So if you guys ever catch Rod's show, great stuff. But Rod, you do those small channel shout outs. I really love that you did that. Well, we did one today ourselves, and we're going to do one every week. And the one this week is this gentleman. So I was telling you, we didn't get any support from that PPP program. We've applied. We still haven't heard back. We did not get that stimulus check. Dolly and I didn't get any checks from the IRS. So here we are. We lost over a month's worth of income, and we're still waiting to see. Hey, somebody out there, don't forget us little guys. I saw Joe Field. If you don't know who Joe Field is, he's the guy who created Free Comic Book Day. He was on ABC News last week, and he said they hadn't gotten any support from the government yet. Nothing. So it's very frustrating, that we face this situation. The government says, sure, small business will help. And we hear the politicians bragging about the money that went out to small businesses. Well, a lot of us are still waiting, so we would love to get some help from you. And this is Dolly and I's sole income. So being shut for over a month has been, pretty severe. I'm not trying to bellyache here. We're doing our best to keep these doors open. It'll help if everybody comes in and spends some money. We also got our website up going, www.comicsclub.com, and that we're going to be expanding on. Get in the chat here. We are going to be expanding on that. We're going to be adding more and more stuff to it. Right now, I think I have around 300 items up there, but every week we're going to be adding more and more merchandise. So if you're not local here and you like to shop at the Comics Club, you can do that online. Also, if you are local and you want to shop online with us, you can, and just hit that local pickup. And if you do, you can just come and pick it up here. Or if you would like to have us ship it to you, we can do that too. So there's a couple other ways we are now finding to get revenues. We're working on, I think the very first episode of this show, I told you about pusher packs. Things that happened, and it delayed it, and it's still delayed, but we are working on it, and we are making progress on it, and we are going to have some great pusher packs for people to buy. Those will be offered on our website and through the store here. I don't know if I'm going to go eBay route yet or not. We'll see. Also, sometime down the road, maybe a couple months from now, we're going to be looking into the possibility of doing some online auctions. You've probably seen some of the other YouTube channel people do online auctions on YouTube. We're going to do them at some point. We haven't got all the details worked out yet, exactly how that's going to work, what day it's going to be, how we're going to set it up, what we're going to use, what comic books are going to be on there. We're working on it, though. Remember, it's just Dolly and I running this show with some help from our good friend, Dr. Scott, and a couple others. So we're doing everything we can. We've been doing this 31 years, and we want to stay alive and well. We do not want to go by the wayside. Like, you're going to see a lot of small businesses not make it, and some big businesses too. You may have already heard that Neiman Marcus, Gold's Gym has filed for bankruptcy. Neiman Marcus filed for bankruptcy. I think it's TJ Crew, I believe, is also filed for bankruptcy. So many businesses are, and but those are big businesses, and while I hate to see them go, more small businesses are going to go down, and your local mom and pop shops need your support right now. People, wherever you are out there listening to me, find your local mom and pop stores. I'm not talking about chains. I'm talking about the stores that are owned by two people from your local community, a mom and a pop, probably small businesses. They probably employ a few people, maybe just two, maybe just themselves. But whoever, they need your support right now more than ever. And it's a tough time for everybody. But if you got to the show late and you're local here, all new comic books through the 16th on sale at half price. We have never done that in our history before. It's a sign of the times of what's going on here. You can see how much this is affecting us. But they, the Diamond Comic distributors and the publishers, a lot of them have made these comic books during this time returnable. There's a lot that we have to deal with in returning these comic books. It is actually better for us temporarily to forego the profit and sell them to you at half price than to deal with that. And we have a ton of books. Oh my gosh, so many books that came out in March before all this happened and we had to shut down. So there's a lot of stuff. There's the opportunity at half price. Hey, if you never tried an Image comic, go try an Image comic. If you haven't tried anything from IDW, do it. I mean, this is your chance to get them at half price. Dark Horse Comics. And if you're not local to us, your local comic shop might be doing something similar. So you might want to check it out and see if they're offering some special discounts for these books because they are being made returnable. But if they're not, understand they need the money, guys. So, we need the money too. But, if you come in here and buy them at half price, well, we're going to get the revenue from that. And basically, it's getting the money back into our pocket for those comics that might not otherwise sell. Beware stormtroopers from Canada. Yeah, absolutely. Is that this guy? That's the one we're talking about. So our pop vinyls, if you know the secret word, Mr. Happy's secret word. Mr. Happy, give him the secret word again, just in case someone missed it. There it is. Open, because we are open for business at last. Oh, so good to be open again. I can't tell you. We haven't stopped since we had to shut down. Dolly and I continued to do so much. She started making these masks. She actually started making them just for friends and to help out some places. These are non-surgical masks made of cloth. They're washable, so you can reuse them. But she started making them, and then all of a sudden people started saying, hey, could I buy those from you? Turns out she's selling them at like half the price most people are selling these for online and things like that. And she makes them at home on her sewing machine. So she does a really good job. She has lots of different styles. She has a lot of fabric. Most people who are into this kind of thing, sewing, they have tons of fabric. So Dolly, she can sometimes do custom. If we aren't shipping these out, she's not shipping them out. She's kind of overwhelmed with the number she has locally here, so she's only doing it local right now. But if you are local and you're interested in a mask, like this that you would like to obtain, just give us a call at the store. Our number is 813-653-4111. Ask for Dolly, and she'll tell you what she can do for you. Okay, guys? So I think she's got an order in right now for probably at least a dozen, maybe two. So she's working hot and heavy on them. She was up last night, well after midnight, working on them. So we'd love to help as many people as can, but that's Dolly's deal. So if you're local, give her a call, 813-653-4111. She's not shipping out at this time. So guys, I think I've covered everything for you except for the new comic books that are coming out this week. And it is a paltry small stack. I usually measure it with my trusty tape measure to tell you how high the stack is. We're looking at a half an inch. Oh, Rayvon RX. The masks are great. I've bought about 8 so far. Thank you so much. We appreciate that very much. And I know Mr. Rayvon RX is a very generous man, and I want to thank you again for that. You have been extremely thoughtful and kind, and that's been wonderful. And you know what? The Comics Club has some of the best customers in the world, because when Dolly and I aren't rich people, and when we had to do this, we were faced with a very tough situation. We're still going through it, but some of our customers were just amazing. The things that they did, and I won't go into details, but I can tell you, it gives you faith in humanity, especially the comic book fans. That part of humanity is a wonderful thing, because they are just so good people, and they show their love, and that's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much, Rayvon RX. That is very kind of you to say so. So this week's comic books, what you're going to see on the shelf in about a little less than a half hour at the Comics Club, what I have new for you is DC comic books. And we have The Flash, number 753, with a couple of different covers there. And Hawkman, number 23. I love this black and white cover. Oh, really great stuff. Great stuff. Really great stuff. And let's see here. House of Whispers. House of Whispers, number 20. Green Lantern, season 2, number 3. And that's a cool cover. I really like this. I'm kind of torn between the two covers. No pun intended. I'm not shredding these. Probably not. Maybe. Here's the other one. I think I might just be leaning toward this one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool cover. So we got Batman and the Outsiders, number 12. Look at that. Oh, it's so good to have new comic books again. I think I'm leaning toward this cover myself. That one's pretty nice too. And then we have Joker and Harley, Criminal Insanity, number 4. 2 different covers. Oh my gosh, the artwork on these is just, I'll show you one at a time because they're large. They're oversized comics. Look at that. That is some nasty looking Joker there. Hey man, he looks like he's ready to murder. And we got this cover. It's tough to know which one I like better. This one just is. He looks so depraved there. But I love this artwork too. Look at that. Let's see, get it close up for you so you can see that. That is just wonderful. So those are the new comic books we have for you. Not a whole lot, guys. If you missed earlier, the secret word is open. And yeah, I told him. I know you're supposed to, Mr. Happy. Good Lord. Okay, so this is, if you know the secret word, you'll get this at, what would we say, $8. It's normally $20. I got one for the first one that comes in, and you can get 20% off all of our pop vinyls, not just this one. And the prize for the month of May, which we will do the prize spin on the first week of June, are the Dark Tower, Fall of Gilead, and Marvel. No, this is what was just one. God, getting them confused. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. We have Trinity by Matt Wagner and Star Wars Dark Forces Soldier of Empire hardcover. In fact, these are both hardcovers. And that's our prize for May. If you leave a comment down below in each of our videos, you get entered into the drawing. Guys, I want to leave you with a quote from the late, great Jack King Kirby. And in his immortal words, remember how unimportant you are, because that knowledge will gain you more respect than someone who thinks the world revolves around them. Good words from our great Jack Kirby. And from me, the comic book pusher, I want you to remember to read. It brings out the hero in you. Happy trail, guys. We'll see you soon at the Comics Club.